Hello everyone and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host Rob Bentley and thanks for tuning in. On today's show we'll check in with three nationally ranked Bulldog teams as we talk Ferris State football along with volleyball and soccer. We'll start first though with Bulldog football, joined by assistant coach Ryan Brady. Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Always a pleasure.
Big homecoming win for the Bulldogs and off to a 5-0 start this year, 3-0 in conference play, and got a huge win in front of a big crowd on Saturday.
Yeah, it was an exciting homecoming atmosphere, and it was a big win and against a tough opponent, and we were fortunate to come away with a W.
You knew coming in Ashland would be a tough opponent regardless of their record, and obviously they'd been playing better football as of the last couple weeks.
Yeah, they're a well-coached football team, and they're a powerhouse in Ohio, and you know, every time we play them, we know it's going to be a tough matchup, and they got great players, and their coaching staff does a great job, and so it was a big game, and we were excited.
The Division II National Game of the Week, and as we go to some of the highlights, obviously a nationally televised game that certainly has an impact on the flow of the game.
Oh, for sure. You know, you got some TV timeouts and some other things that kind of slow the game down a little bit, but all in all, it's always exciting to play on national TV, and our kids loved it.
Obviously a homecoming game, a lot of former players back, and here we see Deshaun Thrower making a big play here on the opening drive.
Yeah, the secondary really played great, I thought. You see Stevenson getting a lot of pressure right there, but you know, they were 20 for 43 throwing the ball, and they're a controlled passing team, and they complete a lot of passes, so we did an excellent job of holding them down.
Obviously here in this first half, defense kind of the story, a big reception here from Deion Earls, but neither defense allowed any points here in the early going.
Yeah, and we knew that it was going to be this kind of game where it was probably going to start slow and the defenses were going to be stout and tough early on, but as the game went on, you know, the offenses kind of figured some things out and kind of got things going.
Big pass play there from J. Rue Campbell, named the GLIAC Player of the Week, 383 total yards for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, J. Rue's been a workhorse for us. You know, he played great. He's really been making great decisions, and he's been taking care of the football, and you know, he's been running tough, and he just makes everybody around him better.
Ashland off to a 7-0 lead here late in the first half, but big drive here to end the half.
Yeah, big throw and catch there to Keandre Craig, and then right here, great throw, great job by Cy Barnett sticking with it, and you know, tying this thing up at half. It's huge.
Obviously, coming out of the half, you were able to tie it up, and then you got the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that was a big momentum swing right here before the half, and you see it's great concentration right there and getting a foot down. That was just a big play in the game.
Coming here in the second half, what was the talk at halftime going into the second half?
Well, we felt good about where we were at halftime. We were just like, it was like 0-0, and we just knew we had one half of football, and we felt good coming out with the ball. And right there, you see another big play by Cy Barnett, great throw by J. Rue Campbell. The offensive line did a great job giving him a lot of time to throw the football, and just a big play to start second half.
Barnett, a guy that's made a lot of plays here as a redshirt freshman, filling in for Malik Taylor.
Yeah, right here he is again on a quick throw and catch, and Cy squeaks inside and gets to the end zone, and another big play from him, and you know, he's energized our offense a little bit as well.
Gave you a 14-7 lead, and then we'll see the Bulldogs in the next drive add another touchdown, a couple lengthy drives there, 80-plus yards.
Yeah, for sure. Our offense really settled in nice. You see here J. Rue squeaks out on a nice long run here, and it's always exciting, you know, when we see the offense get rolling like that. It just fuels the defense, and you know, we can pin our ears back a little bit and be a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end.
You talk about the defense, big play here on the defensive side of the football with Stevenson, who gets the interception return on the pick
Yeah,
six.
really happy for DeLon. Najim actually makes a great play, and DeLon sticks with it, and he takes it all the way, and probably was a big turning point in the game right there.
Ended up being some very big points as Ashland rallies down the stretch, but defensive plays like that you like to have.
Oh, really exciting. You know, we got a turnover belt now, and so you know, the kids are really working hard to create turnovers.
Ashland cuts it to 28-21. This is the final drive here, and your defense needed a stop, and we'll see on this following play they're going to get another big stop.
Yeah, it was huge. We were kind of in the bend but don't break philosophy here, knowing that they needed a touchdown to tie it up, and so we get them into 4th and 4 here, and you know, Adrian Green does a really nice job. Plays really tight man-to-man coverage and does a great job keeping them right before the sticks.
How worried were you here when they went to measure this one?
Oh, definitely was worried. You know, it was right at the sticks. You know, I think he was maybe an inch or two short, and I was just more worried that they weren't going to measure it and they were just going to say move the chains. So I was glad when they brought the chains. I'm like, all right, at least they're going to take a look here and see how close. So, but we were thrilled. We knew once we had them stopped here, it was a ball game.
Obviously a big win on homecoming, and you like to have those wins with the former players, the alums that are back every year on homecoming.
Absolutely, a lot of former alums back, and it's always great to see them. You know, to see the likes of Jake Lampman and Jason Vanderlaan and Brady Sheldon and Tori Apple, and the list goes on and on. There's just a ton of great dudes that have played here, and it was great to see them.
How big was a win like that over a team that certainly in the last couple of years has been able to hand you a loss in close fashion?
For sure. It was huge. It was really our first big test of the season, and so I thought our guys came out and played well on both sides of the ball. I thought special teams played really well, and special teams are always critical to the game, and I thought we handled ourselves very, very well.
This week on the road, but at a neutral site as you take on Michigan Tech, Battle at the Ballpark, Fifth Third Ballpark. Just talk about what this experience is going to be like for your guys.
Yeah, it'll be cool. We'll get to go play in a different venue, and it's Alumni Day, so we're hoping to get a lot more alums come back out and come check us out in Grand Rapids. So it'll be neat, but for the coaching staff and the players, our focus is on Michigan Tech, and so we're just trying to get better and improve on all the little things that we need to do to be the best that we can be, and so that will be our focus this week.
Obviously, playing in Grand Rapids, how big is that? Playing down here in West Michigan and a chance to play in front of so many fans that are in the area? Oh,
absolutely. Grand Rapids has always been good to us in terms of recruiting, and West Michigan's been great, and so it'll be fun. It'll be a neat atmosphere, and we're looking forward to it.
Talk about Michigan Tech and what you've seen out of them on film here as you get ready to prepare for the Huskies.
They're always tough. They're always well coached. They're a disciplined football team, and they'll be ready to play, and they do a good job on both sides of the ball. They played in a lot of tight games this year, so we're expecting it to be a fight.
Obviously, Michigan Tech and Ferris State over the years have had a great rivalry and another challenge in the GLIAC. It seems like every week you got to be ready to play.
Yeah, this league is really, really tough. I think right now there's 4 teams that are unbeaten in the league, and so Michigan Tech played Davenport really tough, and they beat Hillsdale. So they're a good football team. So we got to be at our best on Saturday.
Going down to Fifth Third Ballpark, football Alumni Day, as you mentioned, had a great showing of alums last year. Had a great showing last week at homecoming. What's it like to have those guys on your side cheering you on?
It's great. It's great. They're on the sideline. They're in the locker room. They're everywhere. And so they're involved, and they're talking to the players, and they're like coaching. It's like they're still part of the program, and that's really what Coach Nice has established here with our culture. Is they're still in the fold, even though some of them are in the NFL or some of them are off in their careers, and so that's great to see. Especially on homecoming and a monumental milestone victory to get the program back to 443 and 443 and 40. So we're excited about that, and that was one of the first things that Coach Nice addressed to the team after the game.
Certainly a 500 record over more than 100 years of Ferris State football, and I'd like to see those wins finally getting back on the track of the Bulldog side.
For sure, and it was when we got here 6.5 years ago, here we are 65 wins later, and to get back to 500 that quickly is it's definitely monumental.
Finally, what's it going to take for the Bulldogs to get a victory on Saturday?
We're going to have to play our best. We're going to take care of the football. We have to play great defense, and we have to be great on special teams. And we're going to have to make plays. And if we do those things, I think we'll be in good shape.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs. Congratulations on the homecoming win, and looking forward to Saturday.
Thank you, and I hope you had a happy birthday on Saturday, Rob.
Hey, thanks. Tickets for the Battle at the Ballpark available online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com/ballpark. We'll be back after this.